Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Diego Adolf, and I'm here to talk about cooperatives. This one for next? All right. So first, a little bit about myself. I grew up in South America, half Swiss, half Argentinian, and I came to Zurich to study information technology and electrical engineering at ETH Zurich. Then I moved on to work for one of the established software companies in Zurich. And after a few years, I founded my own company. So I've been working as an IT contractor for a while now. And roughly 4 years, we started a new project and we ended up founding Coalist, which I will talk about a bit more later. And I'm a board member of Coalist. So that you can put me in context. So today's topic is talent is not enough, skills of tomorrow. And just as a backdrop, let us remind ourselves what talent and skills are. So talent is a gift that you get. You're born with it, right? And skills are something that you have to work really hard for. You sharpen them over many, many years. And that's why they are so valuable. Especially in the IT market, we are always looking for experienced people. Now, one of the questions that arises is how do we keep people with these skills that they have perfected over the years in the market? And obviously, there are many answers to this question, and I can not answer all of them. I can just speak for myself and my peers. So we have found one way of continue doing what we love, which is mostly coding. So me and my peers, most of us have like a one-man show, one-man private limited company, GmbH or AG. Some of us have partners, maybe 1, 2, maximum 4, but we all have a significant amount of shares. And with this comes also the power to shape the job the way you want. You can put your desk on the beach, you can not work for 3 months, or you can do product development, whatever that you feel is going to make you happy professionally. But obviously, you also have to live with the consequences. So you're your own job, you're your own boss. And if you invested in a technology that didn't pay off because nobody's interested anymore after 3 months, which can happen, in today's world, then the only one to blame is yourself. But there's also other things which are hard for small IT companies, like access to clients. Most big companies want to work with bigger firms as well. Bigger firms being bigger IT providers. And also, drinking coffee at the office can get a little bit lonely if it's only you. And on top of all of that, you need to file taxes, do accounting, and all of these things. And this can be a bit too much sometimes. All right, so let me take you back a little bit. So roughly 4 years ago, I was having a beer with John and Roman, some of my colleagues. And all of us, we have our own small company. And we said, how do we want to continue working? We knew that we wanted to collaborate more and help each other. But we also really enjoyed the perks of being our own boss, as I mentioned before. And we said, so we were thinking about the reasons why we became independent. And some of the things that were really important for us were fairness and transparency. And also, we didn't want any rent seeking. So many of us left their previous employers because they felt underrepresented. And also some of them felt that they didn't get their fair share of the profits. So after thinking a lot about how we could actually organize ourselves to embody all of their ideals, we actually found that cooperatives were the logical choice. And I mean, many of you know Coop, Migros, Mobiliar, many big and traditional companies who are cooperatives. And a few things that came in handy were the non-profit nature of the cooperatives. So meaning there's less chance to divert funds. So everything, all the income that is generated has to go back to the members. And the other thing is what I call grassroots democracy or bottom-up democracy. So everybody has one voting right, regardless of the number of shares they buy or how long they've been in the company. And this was really great to get experienced people onto this platform. So what good did this bring, or what do we want to achieve with this? So first of all, we want to make it attractive to continue working because, as we said, we love coding and we want to offer our skills for the IT market. So clients hopefully will benefit from this bigger pool of skilled professionals. And we can also have a low overhead cost, which hopefully also is lower price for them and makes us more attractive. And obviously we have specialists and senior developers when needed. Now for the individuals, things get hopefully a bit more relaxed with better access to the market. So it's easier to find a new project if you're a bigger organization, in this case, the cooperative. And because you have more certainty about the future, you're more likely to stay on the tech track, right? And the way we've set up our organization, you get to keep the perks that I mentioned before. So if you enjoy, if you want to do some product development or test out a new technology, you still can do this. And last but not least, there's more people to drink coffee with. You can do events, and yeah, you're not on your own anymore. So where do we stand at the moment? So we founded Coalist roughly 2.5 years ago. We've been able to convince 44 people to join us so far. We're mainly spread around the regions of Bern and Zurich, and 7 of us are in the board of directors. Obviously, not everything is sunshine and roses, so there's a few things that we've learned. So if you have a democratic structure, it's very important to have trust from your base. And so far, we've been really lucky that almost every decision we've been able to execute easily. We've had a lot of support from our members. But this requires that we have proactive and open communication. So we have monthly events where we discuss ongoing issues, projects, and also just get to know each other a bit better. This is really essential. And obviously, there aren't that many IT cooperatives around, so we had to find out ways how to do our contracts and all of these things. And one of the things that we will find out is how do we scale after, let's say 100 members or more. This is something we still have to find out. Yeah. But all in all, I can say this was a very gratifying process so far. I believe that we're helping people to have more freedom, more time for the things they really love, this being professionally, or maybe they want to be politically active or have more time for their hobbies or just more time for their families. So I think in this sense, we hope to improve lives for our members. That said, thank you very much for your attention, and I'm open for questions afterwards.
Thank you very much, Diego, for sharing your insights. I think it's a very interesting